expect you to have a close-up of this afterwards. What's this box doing here, you might be wondering? Well, together with these lamps, it helps me to, and sorry for disappearing again, but it helps me to put the shell up like this. I can actually cut the headlights, the grille, the taillights, and all those air ducts that are going on. But I'll take the box away for now so you can see the lamp that I use to cut without hopefully completely destroying everything that's hanging here. This is basically how I spent the past few days. Sitting here rotating the shell, making sure I can hit every panel, every corner, and making sure to get my cuts as accurate as possible. Keep in mind, it's your car. You know, you decide what goes and what flies and what's good enough. Don't worry about cuts that aren't fully 100% accurate. I tend to like the inconsistency of it, just to show off that it's actually handwork. Everybody can buy a plotter and just stencil out a few masks, drop them on the car and paint that. But not everybody can actually cut out lettering. What I use to cut out my lines, well, basically the same stuff that I use to put on the design. So I use some arches, a ruler, and then of course my X-Acto blade. It has, as I have once before, I think, in the previous episode, I think it was the one where I did a losi for a DJ Medic. I use one not with a plastic insert but with a steel insert. It has basically no flex in the blade other than the blade itself, and it allows you to, even in the oddest positions, the oddest corners, still have an accurate grip on your blade and drag it the way you want it to, with a bit of twisting to get your lines all in there. Anyway, enough yapping. I think before this, with the epic montage skills, I will have fast forwarded some of the cutting so you can actually see what a tedious job it is. I will try to add some music to that because it makes it a bit more fun to watch. And in the meantime, I'll be getting my camera off my tripod. I'm pointing over there because that's my tripod, and I'll be taking it up close and showing you guys what it looks like when it is fully cut prior to peeling. So I hope you will enjoy watching this. Turn off the lamp just to give you a bit of more of an idea what kind of cuts are being made and what the body looks like from the inside, because the inside of the body is where you will be spending most of your time. So now, what to cut? Unfortunately, I'm done cutting. What to peel out first? Yeah, that's the way to say it. Well, black, of course, darkest color first. What is going to be black in this shell? Fairly simple. Whoa, haven't prepped anything, so I need to make sure I get a picture up on my iPad. You can get a fairly good idea of what I need to do, I think, when you look at this picture. This is, of course, I believe it's Audi R8. So this has a bit of a different body shape, where I'm using the Audi A4. So I need to stretch the design a little. It still gives you a fairly good idea of what you're looking to peel out. So it's like window surroundings, over here window trims, stuff like that, surrounding of the tail light, air ducts, vents, things like that. First go for everything that needs to be fully black. Afterwards I'm going to peel out the sections that I want to add a bit of a mesh to. If you have watched me painting up the Jeff Koons body, you will know how I will be doing that, because I'll be using some drywall tape. And well, let's get started. Let's get those tweezers out and let's get going. I peeled out all of the black, so I'm ready to spray on the first coat, let that dry, and then after that I'm going to carefully explain how to do the rest of the color scheme and how to make all of those fades happen that are in the Rum Bum livery. peel the next part, which is the inside of the grille section, and also of the air ducts in the back, which I'll show in a bit. What I did is I put in that drywall tape again that I also used for the Jeff Koons car. If you use drywall tape, you never want to put it in horizontally or vertically, because in a true race car application it would never be in horizontally or vertically, because that's not where it would get its strength from. So you want to put it in a 45-degree angle, real simple. Get a pair of scissors, just cut it up, and yeah, put it on there. I'll show you the inside so you kind of get an idea what I'm talking about.
Come on.
First I'll explain what you're exactly looking at here. These are the exhaust tips that protrude from the side of the car. The surrounding area painted up in a gunmetal. Did that already, and then there's like a recess around it painted up on black. But these exhaust tips, you can imagine that they're round, so what you want to do, you want to give it a bit of a 3D effect. I will now show you a really simple way to make these pipes appear to be round. You take basically inch-wide masking tape. I hope I'm in the frame. I have no idea if I am. If not, it will be really simple to just follow along. You roll up your tape like you would, well, almost like you would roll up a cigarette. So you have like this cylindrical bit, and then you carefully position that on one end of the exhaust tip. That way it wavers out a bit. Now what you're going to do in the bottom part, in this case that's the part that points up, you're going to spray that a bit of gunmetal, take off the tape, spray the rest silver, and it will appear to have like a tiny fade going on. I put on the first coat of color, well that is after I filled in the tail lights already. What I started out with is everything that I know for sure needs to be dark blue without any fading. So I've basically picked apart the tiny drawing, the tiny picture that I have over here, which is of the Rum Bum car. Rum Bum, I hate the word, but whatever. You know, picked it apart, divided it in a few sections to make it a bit more comprehensible what I need to do, and also perhaps to explain it a bit more comprehensible to you as a viewer. So I put on the dark blue over here. Next thing I'm going to do is fill these sections in with the light blue. You can imagine if I would fill in these parts over here with the dark blue where the fade is going to happen, I end up with a part of the dark blue stripe where it needs to fade out to be yellow, which is unprotected. If I would afterwards fill in this part with a light blue, it will basically ruin my yellow fade that I got going on. So I need to do these parts first and protect them, back them up with the white, and then move on to these faded parts. Sounds really complicated, but it's not. You'll see as I progress that it all makes sense. It's fairly simple. Not entirely sure if you can tell, but I did the whole face, did the red in the logo before I put on the light blue. Right now I'm going to peel this, put in the dark blue with a fade to yellow. First I'm going to put in dark blue, fade to nothing, then I'm going to put in a bit of light blue. After I peel out the other stripes, afterwards I'm going to put in the yellow. That way it's all clean and it will all line up. Time to peel and put on the last color. I put the car like this because then you can see that there's a different fade going on in the light blue section compared to the dark blue section. The dark blue continues all the way up over this globe. It's going to appear over here where the light blue goes from yellow, light blue to yellow again. I'm really curious how it will turn out. I just got the yellow left to peel out right now. After that some detailed touches like smoking the windows and putting some matte accents on the exterior. But first onto the yellow and let's see if it will pop. Well, we've come to the last step, which is cutting out some of the clear overspray film and filling that in with a matte clear to get it a bit more of a realistic touch. I'll be doing that around the exhaust, these window trims and some of the air scoops. Well, that wraps it up. This is the FG Audi DTM body. Did it turn out perfect? No, I have some weird blotches going on in the back where the liquid mask has reacted with the yellow. I'm kind of bummed about it, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It is a body that's going to be used. So I genuinely hope that you enjoyed watching this. It's a hell of a lot of work to paint the body. But perhaps some of the steps that I showed will help you on your journey to paint your own RC car body. Invite your friends over. If you haven't subscribed yet, press the subscribe button, up, down, where it is. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you around. Next time I will be mounting the winglets and all the spoilers. This is just a rough mock-up. I'll be mounting everything to the chassis, and we will see the total outcome of the car. Take care and see you around.